Hello again, everyone. I'm Bob Kolt, and we're continuing our conversations in the Lansing School District, and we're kind of talking about an upcoming election, but we can talk just about anything involving the Lansing School District with Kelly Dean, Dean Transportation, a member of the Bond Committee. Kelly, as you participated in the process that came up with the bond that will go before voters, what was your reaction? How did the process go? And we'll talk about the Pathway Promise itself, but in this Pathway Promise bond, what was your impression about how people worked together?
Bob, thanks for having this opportunity to be with you today. And, I am just so enthusiastic about the way the community has truly pulled together. And, there's an effort here to give great recognition to our great school district, the Lansing School District, and the efforts that are being made within the district and the importance that the community is recognizing for our school district to be successful. And so there's been multiple layers of community citizens and the business that have all pulled together to give input. And I believe the plan that is in place and rolling out is just exceptional.
And talk a little bit about that plan, because people want to know, how does it affect me? And for anybody with young people in the Lansing School District, the key is that there's an improvement in most all of the buildings where there are kids. It's not just building one new school, it's upgrades to all the buildings.
You are so correct, Bob. I would want to say that I've had a connection with the Lansing School District for 40 years. My very first teaching job was that here in the district, and an administrator job. So I want to see this district just succeed. And in this case, under the direction of Superintendent Yvonne Kamal-Kanul, it's more than succeeding. It is turning to what's really necessary for our young people and their futures. And so there is truly a mission here from kindergarten through graduation, and even on to the Promise Scholarship opportunity that is being offered to every single graduate in Lansing schools. And so if a parent was looking at a track for their young child, it is so clear on how they can participate in a truly on-hands experience. The future, we believe, will be the use of technology and learning readiness and really building the young people for careers and hopefully a lifetime living here in our city following graduation from Lansing schools.
Well, and the Pathway Promise bond invests in facilities. The Lansing Promise Scholarship kind of plays onto that, because not only are we giving young people a pathway through the K-12 educational system, but talk about the importance of moving them beyond that and into the college years.
Absolutely. And, Bob, and I believe they all go hand in hand. Yes, the bond millage that's going to be voted on May the 3rd is critically important, because we need the structure, we need infrastructure, we need to upgrade our facilities, we need to bring all that's necessary to make our schools bring them into the 21st century. But to do that, you need a strong curriculum, a plan, and what the superintendent has done to truly, my term, flip the district truly to a science, technology, math-oriented district. The buzzwords with STEM and STEAM and so on. It's there. It is really, and everyone seems to be on the same page, the same wavelength. So bringing the curriculum along with needed upgraded facilities, and then at the end have the opportunity with the Lansing Promise to get anywhere from a career and technical to a full tuition paid at Lansing Community College or Michigan State. Should truly be a great addition, the bonus for the extension into lifelong learning for our young people.
You must feel really good last year with your leadership the Lansing Promise Scholarship, in conjunction with Magic Johnson, raised a tremendous amount of money for the scholarship itself. And now we're probably at a time where property values increase, and the Promise Scholarship will be able to capture some of that increase in the future.
We truly believe that is in our future, and that was how the legislation was developed in the beginning, to have an opportunity to truly, as our economy improves and our communities improve, some of those dollars would come back to be used for college, 2 or 4 year college education. You know, it's a cycle, because for our business community, that's our workforce of the future. And these young people need all the technical skills to be able to attain a job, to stay here in the community, buy a house, starts another cycle of new families and so on, and that's success. And I have never been more excited in my 40 years than right now, where the Lansing schools have positioned themselves from a K-12 standpoint, and with this opportunity here that really has to happen. And it is, as you said, those that have studied this bond opportunity, 10 cents a day. You can't do anything for 10 to get a $120 million upgrade in our district, and what's going to get accomplished by that. Everyone should absolutely be out there saying, this needs to pass. It's critical. It's history in the making right now. It's an opportunity to really, for all of us to be able to say, I was part of the next level, the next 100 years of the Lansing schools.
You know, it really is a unique opportunity, and you had mentioned that, because in Lansing, a previous millage bond will expire. And now this bond could replace it for really little or no increase in property value. But if a homeowner makes a decision to keep their property as valuable as possible, to invest in the school district, then that kind of has a recurring cycle. It's good for the economy, it's good for the school district. We've got educated kids that we're kicking out for little or no money with an entire system. So I don't know how the timing actually was planned, but it looks like all the stars in the universe and the planets have lined up in this scenario to move forward.
I really believe that, and I hope that all the citizens out there are really listening carefully, because they are. And this bond proposal is very well thought out. It positions itself very well, has little to no impact immediately on the citizens, but in the future it has great positive upside.
Yeah.
This is just allowing what our young people need for the future, and it's not going to cost anyone nearly anything.
Yeah, and that's an amazing thing. The upgrades, too, if you think about them in themselves, you have to have people employed to make those improvements. So there are a lot of people who will be employed in jobs just to, improve the school district facilities.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Every bit of it. This is so well thought out, and the thing that you can't get forgotten is, yes, we're upgrading facilities, but the facilities will be designed for the curriculums of the future. I mean, it's really, and frankly, our kids here deserve the technology. They deserve appropriate furniture. They need to be like everyone else in the world, and take that pride in their school district, and say, you know what, I'm a product of the Lansing School District, and I want my kids to go there in the future. And so many good things.
Well, why do you think that it's all happening now? I mean, you mentioned the superintendent, and I think Yvonne Kamal Kanul really provided the leadership to bring all of that together. and a lot of community leaders with a lot of input. This didn't happen without a lot of input, did it?
There's a tremendous amount of input from facilities committees that have looked at all the properties and made some hard decisions about some of those that needed to be retired and those that needed to be upgraded, and very, very tough decisions. It was repurposing some of the facilities for the betterment of the curriculum that's now laid out there. I think the superintendent's message is resonating with everyone. Obviously, superintendent and the school board who have made the decisions, but I believe that it's happening through the school buildings, the education staff, the principals are all together on the importance of this new future and this curriculum of STEM and STEAM and international baccalaureate and Chinese immersion and just all the opportunities. Lansing has more opportunities than the majority of the other school districts in the area. Great place to be in a truly international community, and they're all on the same communications. They're all on the same page. It's exciting.
Kelly, I would be remiss if I didn't ask you a couple questions about the Promise Scholarship. And, a lot of people enjoyed the event in which Magic Johnson came in last year, brought $1 million with him into the Promise Scholarships for educational scholarships, higher education institutions in the future. He's excited and engaged and coming back, right?
Bobby, that is such a blessing here to our community. Here it is, and we've had a number of volunteers that have been working 5 years to get to the Promise Scholarship where it's at. I'm proud to say over 500 students have benefited through Lansing Community College, and today we have over 100 at Michigan State.
That's
benefiting
amazing.
From the scholarship, all Lansing products. And now that Irvin, our most favorite graduate, coming back to his home, he comes back with tremendous passion about changing lives through higher education, and he is serious and passionate, and we can't wait for him to come back again. He is just not the celebrity. He's coming back to his hometown, his home school district to make a difference. And so, not only going to raise some money again, but we are going to continue to go ahead and profess the mission that's going on here in the district. So the Pathway Promise is just outstanding, and to be able to have the scholarship following the graduation. We expect more kids to go to higher education. We expect greater opportunities in career and technical skills for those that want to be our future plumbers and pipe fitters and so on, which we need, or carpenters. We need them all, and our scholarship program through the Lansing Promise is offering all that, and we're only going to get better.
Well, can you tease the crowd who might be watching, or the few who may be watching, about what Irvin has planned for an event this year? He's talked about a lot of things, but
he's talked about a lot of things, and if anyone has heard him, they're all true. They're all true. And on April the 21st, it's a Thursday evening. It's purposely right downtown at the Lansing Center. We have double the number of space that we had last year, and we call him Mr. Johnson, is bringing special guests that evening. So those that have an interest in hearing more about the district, celebrating the district, raising some money for Promise, just hearing Magic Johnson and his passion and his special guests that are coming will be memorable.
Well, it's certainly something to look forward to, and we thank you, Kelly Dean, for your work on the Bond Committee, Lansing Pathway Promise, and the Lansing Promise Scholarship. And of course, let's not forget that you provide transportation services to the district through the Intermediate School District, and that seems to be going quite well, too.
We're very pleased. We're very pleased. We have been providing the entire school district transportation now for 2 full years, and nearly 35 years special education through Ingham Intermediate. So, as I mentioned earlier, my very first job was here in the Lansing schools, and we service over 100 school districts in the state of Michigan alone. But when I'm out there, I'm telling folks my home district is the Lansing School District, and believe me, we're standing ready that anything this district needs, and I am very inspired about the future of the Lansing School District.
Well, it's good to keep you here, Kelly. Keep you
Thank
home.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Bob Kolt, and we'll continue our conversations in the Lansing School District.